Alright guys, so as promised, I have Dave from DQ Central with me today, and we're going to chat about everything cannabis, or Dagga, or whatever else you want to call it. So Dave, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me, Sharon. It's great.
Absolutely awesome. Now, you are what we can refer to as quite a connoisseur in terms of cannabis. Where did this passion start?
Well, this passion started, look, I know it's highly illegal, but I think I had my first joint when I was 13.
Okay.
Yeah, but after that, left it completely until sort of, matric, and you have a bit here and there and a little bit in the army. But where it really started was I was in the Metro Police in Johannesburg for 7.5 years. And in 96, I had a very bad motorbike accident. I was on the bikes at that stage and hit my head very hard. So went for CAT scans and all that sort of nonsense. And was just getting constant headaches every day, sort of an afternoon headache from about 2 o'clock. I was taking pharmaceuticals, opioids. Yes. No, don't take those.
Those are bad. Those are very bad.
And I actually went to my doctor and I said, look, I'm starting to get problems with my stomach. It's I think I was getting an ulcer or whatever the term they use for it, but anyway. And she said to me, well, have you smoked Dagga for the pain? And I went, well, yes, I used to dabble with it a bit in school and that.
Yes.
But no, not really. So I sort of left it and I went to another doctor in police uniform, both times. There was a guy this time and I thought, let me ask his opinion. And I didn't say anything about the cannabis.
Yes.
I just said to him, look, I'm getting these headaches. And he said, well, have you smoked weed? And I went, well, funny you said that because another doctor said that.
Yes.
And that's where it started. And it's your medical benefit for smoking is probably 2 to 3%.
Yes.
But for pain, it is excellent. It's almost an immediate, I wouldn't say immediate, 5 to 10 minutes. And it actually took the headaches away.
Fantastic.
So I've been smoking cannabis for 23 years now.
Okay.
Every single day of my life.
Yes.
I don't have schizophrenia. I haven't lost any brain cells. And I'm not dumb.
No, certainly not. And I think that is a big thing about the whole myth around cannabis use, is that it will, obliterate your brain cells, you're going to become schizophrenic.
It's just, they refer to it as the devil's lettuce and but unfortunately this is what people have been led to believe.
Yes.
This has been drummed into everyone's heads since you were this big.
Absolutely.
And it's bad, and it's this, and it's that. And it's really not. It is a fantastic herb.
Yes.
Plant. There's just so many things that it heals.
Absolutely.
So, obviously I kept it very quiet throughout that period when it was still highly illegal.
Yes.
Thankfully, touch wood, I haven't been arrested as yet.
Good.
Waiting for the day. I know the law. But what happened was in January 2 years ago, 2017, my wife was diagnosed with colon cancer.
Okay.
Yes. So obviously it was a huge panic, and it was, geez, what do we do now? We had medical aid, and my wife decided to go for the treatment for chemo and radiation against my best wishes.
Yes.
But I said to her, it is your choice, it is your life, you know what my feelings are. But cannabis helped her through all of it.
Oh, fantastic.
The nausea, the pain. My wife worked for 6 weeks while on that treatment every single day.
Wow.
She missed one day,
Amazing.
and that was just tests the whole day. So it helped her with everything. And that's where my passion ignited. That's when I went, do you know what? Why the hell am I keeping this quiet? Everyone needs to know about this.
Absolutely.
I mean, we had fantastic people that came and helped us, and they were a phone call away. Fields of Green for all Jules and Myrtle, the Dagga couple, as they have been dubbed.
Yes.
And another lady, Mauritian Skitter, that ran a dispensary. And they came, they were there. It was, this is what you do, this is what you use, and it was absolutely amazing. And that inspired me to go, you know what, I arranged the 2 High Court protests with the help of a few people in the industry
Oh, fantastic.
in Pretoria.
Yes.
When the Dagga couple were having their trial and had all those expert witnesses from the UK. And then I also arranged the Constitutional Court one with the help of a lot of people in the industry. And it's just absolutely amazing how the people in the cannabis industry come together. What fantastic people!
Absolutely, yes.
That's yes, you get your chances. Of course you do. Guys that are in it for a quick buck and that.
Yeah.
But the actual genuine people out there that are there to help and educate, it's fantastic. It is. I get goosebumps when I think about it. It's amazing.
Just a lovely community.
It is,
Yes.
and there's so many things that cannabis can help for medically. I mean, just off the top of my head, I mean, your cancers, fibromyalgia, multiple sclerosis, arthritis. It helps with regulating blood sugar. It helps with high blood pressure, cholesterol. It just helps with everything. Gut health.
Yes.
It's amazing in the different forms that you can get it. It's
Absolutely. Now, one of my questions to you would be, you've mentioned quite a few things that it's actually good for. And the thing for me, and I know there's a lot of people out there, there's quite a big movement coming from the ground up that advocates for natural health.
Absolutely.
And this would obviously fit right into that ambit.
Yes. No, it would. Look, there's now what my wife and I found, and my wife is very into the herbs and all the natural stuff on our farm in Pretoria. Anything that grows on our farm is either edible or medicinal, and it's fully organic. We don't use any pesticides, anything that is not natural.
Brilliant.
You can pretty much sort out any illness with herbs, with what grows in the ground. You don't need pharmaceuticals.
Absolutely, and as we mentioned, and I've had these discussions with many people before, where your pharmaceuticals really care not so much about you as a person, more about the money. Absolutely, absolutely. Where this community is not like that.
No, it's not. The community that are helping, the sort of people that have been in it for a while, they're in it for the good.
Yes.
They're not in it for... Yes, of course you have to make money. I'm sorry, you can't survive without money.
Absolutely, indeed.
So, and it's, a lot of these people help and give away medicine to people that can't afford it, and that's just, it's so great. It's
just ignite that passion even further.
Absolutely, yes. And it's just, everyone should embrace it. I mean, we go around, this is the company that we run, lovedagga.co.za.
Fantastic.
Fully legal. It's clothing, it's cushions, it's
Wonderful.
aprons, and it's just about educating people.
Absolutely.